Hey guys, it's Julie, the Penny Saving Mama. Just a quick video, an update. Happy Monday. I don't know if you guys remember the video I did a couple weeks ago. I know there are billions of ways to save money, but I did a video a couple weeks ago with just 9 easy ways to try to implement, get started, to save money. And I've done a few of those things today I want to tell you about. One of them is combining errands, doing them all at one time, so you're not wasting gas, you're not wasting time. My car was in the shop getting servicing, so I needed to go get that. So my husband took my son and I went because he had baseball practice. So as soon as I picked up my car, instead of driving back home to get him, he was already with me. So took him to baseball practice. And then what did I do? I'm also trying to, what's another way of saving money? Take care of yourself. And I've struggled with that probably more than anybody. I've been trying not to stress out lately. Anybody who knows me knows that I am a worrier and I tend to stress, and I know that's bad. But I'm working on that. It does help when you don't feel well because you don't have the energy to stress. So I'm hoping this is kind of a wake-up call, like, hey, I don't really have to stress over everything, right? I cooked lunch today, but I didn't clean up. Maybe it'll be cleaned up when we get home. Maybe it won't. I won't stress about it. If it's not cleaned, we'll clean it when we get home. But one of the things I want to do is spend some time with the kids. So once I got lunch in the oven, it was hands off from there. I had some canned vegetables I was going to heat up for lunch, and then the meatloaf that I made. And then I went outside when that was in the oven, and my kids got a pitching machine for Christmas, and I got out there and got to feed the machine and spend time with them for about an hour, which was really nice. So I am trying to do things to take care of myself. What I did this afternoon is, after I dropped him off at ball practice, it's a closed practice. You can't watch, you can't be around. There's a local park that's close by. And so I went and walked. They have a walking track around the park, and let me tell you, it brought so much joy to me. The parking lot was full. The park was full. The playground was full. Seeing people out there on the walking trail, trying to put themselves, in a priority position and take care of themselves health-wise, to see these parents walking the trail and looking toward the playground and watching their kids play, watching siblings walk the dog and throw the football around, watching an old couple on the track with his walker in his little slippers shuffling along. It was just so exciting for me to see so much activity. Didn't matter the level, didn't matter, who you are, how many you were, whatever. It was so nice to see so many people enjoying the park. I picked the park because I knew they had a walking track and they have bathrooms. And I always like to make sure there's a bathroom, right? So I did that. I was actually going to do this video from the park. However, the benches that they have, I was going to sit on. Some of them are right by the main road, and it was way too loud. And so you wouldn't have been able to hear anything except for cars driving by. The other benches that I saw were closer to crowds of people, and I am not one to record anybody if they don't want to be recorded. I will not put anybody on the camera if they don't want to be. So I decided to do it in my car instead. I have a few more minutes before I have to go pick up my son, and I'm running to Aldi to see if they have, I remembered that my daughter has to take an empty jar of baby food to school tomorrow for a project. So I need to find a jar of baby food. I don't know if Aldi has jars or just the packets, but I'm gonna see. And if they don't, after I get my son, then we will go to another store and get jarred food. So once we get home, we don't have to leave again. Those were a couple of the ways that we save money. Don't leave if you don't have to. Run all your errands in correlation when things are close to each other. Everywhere that we are going this afternoon was within like a 2 or 3 mile radius of each other, the different places. So it's very convenient. And then the other one, of course, is taking care of yourself. And guys, like I said, I'm the worst at it, but I have been trying to do better to make sure, I exercise with the girls at work. We either walk every day at lunch, or we do like exercise videos in a training room. And so we've been trying to do that, but since I've been sick, I have not been doing it as much. I still don't feel great, and it is important to rest your body. It is. You have to listen to your body. But you also have to know when to push yourself. Are you not feeling good because you're so sick you can't move? Or are you not feeling good just because it's a blah day, and maybe if you give yourself some physical activity, it'll make you feel better, right? So those are the kind of balancing things you have to do. But like I said, taking care of yourself saves you tons of money, right? Less doctor's visits, less sickness, less prescriptions, less therapy, whether that's physical therapy, other therapy. Also, another way I combine things to be more efficient, while I was walking, I did my quiet time. I do, every year we do, a few of us from church do the chronological, going through the Bible in a year. And there is one with Tara Lee Cobble who does kind of a synopsis every day of the scripture. So I was able to do that while we were walking too. So mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, take care of yourself. It's very important. Very important. So I am working on those things. I'm working on them. When I get home tonight, what I'm going to do for dinner, I don't know. People can eat leftovers. There's still meatloaf left. There's still some soup left. There's some other odds and ends. When I get home, other than taking an Epsom salt bath and soaking my feet, I have plantar fasciitis in both feet, and I have a bone spur on one foot. So I did not walk as far as I wanted to today, but I walked longer than I do at lunch, right? But my feet were screaming. So I'm also got to make those tea cakes. I got the batter ready this morning, and I have it in the fridge. And so tonight, this afternoon, my daughter and I will be rolling out dough and making tea cakes for her to take to school tomorrow. So I will not be cooking tonight. I will be cooking. I will not be cooking dinner. But that is it. Just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know how everything's going. It's been a good day. It's been a good day, and hopefully it's the beginning of a great week. Hope you guys are doing well, and we will talk to you soon. God bless.